What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Import Modifies. So this is a New Year mashup. It's going to include everything that I've accomplished in 2019, so it can give you new subscribers a better idea of what has been going on and what to expect in the new year. So kick back, relax, and enjoy. So at the beginning of 2019, I bought me a Z32 shell, and I also got me an RB25 because I always wanted to own me an RB Swap 300ZX. So we'll just start off right there. Here we go. Let's go ahead and throw some paint. Alright guys, so we got the block all painted up now. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Alright guys, I got the head all nice and painted up now, and it come out pretty good. Now that's how a head should look whenever you're assembling a motor. You're refreshing it all. A lot better than what it was before by a long shot. And couldn't be happier with it. Well, that's where we left off with the Z32 project. The RB25 is all redone and ready to go. And you may be asking, why did you not complete that project? Well, I'm here to tell you that Carcane is a very powerful drug. I ended up coming across a couple cars that I really wanted to own, and I ended up buying them, and those just pretty much got into the way of the progress of that build. But that car is definitely going to go down in 2020, and we're going to get that thing completed. But I'll show you a clip real quick of another project that I picked up. Alright guys, so I got me an E46 M3 and I can't be more stoked. I've been looking for an E46 M3 with a blown engine for years, and they are very hard to find around this area, especially in the case that I needed one with a blown engine. The reason being is because a while back I bought me a wrecked and totaled M3 that I got this powertrain out of, and I knew that I would eventually one day find me an E36 with, you know, a busted engine. I just didn't realize it would take as long as it did. But I do have the cars in here side by side. I did rearrange the shop to fit all my cars in here. I know I have a lot of cars, and I'm gonna get to getting this thing swapped here relatively soon. This engine right here is gonna be the engine that I'm gonna be putting into this car. Well guys, as you can tell, that's a pretty clean E46 M3 I got, but that is not the car that took up a lot of my time. I ended up coming across another car that I wanted to buy, and turns out it was actually a subscriber to my channel and became a friend of mine. And you know, I bought the car running and it just had a clutch issue, but the more I started working on it, the more I found out it needed more work, and that little project turned into being a complete build. So let's go ahead and check out that car. Not really in the market to buy a car, and came across it on Facebook. Turned out it's the guy who's one of my subscribers to my channel, so I got in touch with him on Facebook and we went ahead and made a deal. So you probably saying, man, hurry up and get to the car. So here you go. I got me a 1987 Nissan 300ZX Turbo, and for the price I paid on it, I just could not walk away. And I don't really know a whole lot about Z31s, so this is going to be a good learning curve for me. But these cars are pretty hard to find nowadays, especially in my neck of the woods. But looking at the interior and everything, it is in really, really good shape. And it actually does run, but it's having a clutch issue where you replace the clutch, the slave and the master, and the clutch pedal doesn't want to release. Alright, so I got everything done on the car, and I backed it up on its own wheel, and everything on the clutch seems to be working just fine. So we're going to take this thing on a quick spin real quick. I got some more packages in, and I decided that I'm going to go ahead and take this project just a little bit further on, maybe a couple more episodes before we get back to the Z32. You know, digging through some stuff, and I came across my Sport Compact MSD ignition. So I thought to myself, man, that would be great for the Z31, you know, since it has a single coil that basically fires all the cylinders. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Import Modify. On this episode, we're going to be ripping into the Z31 and upgrading the turbo and cleaning up a couple things like the vacuum lines. And I'm still undecided whether or not I'm going to be adding an intercooler, so that's yet to be seen. But on the car here, I have a T3 T4 turbo that I'm going to be upgrading it with. Now this is a max speeding rod budget turbo. Stock turbo on the boost gauge, it hardly boosts at all. It boosts up to, if I'm lucky, 3 psi, and that's the whole reason I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade it and just give me a chance to go through everything. I do have some broken exhaust studs and whatnot. It's gonna give me a chance to replace gaskets, replace the studs, and clean up the engine bay. Alright guys, as you can tell, I spent a lot of time on the Z31 Turbo, and that car is not done yet. We still got more things that I want to do to it, so more content of that car will be following here pretty soon. But when we get back to things in the shop, I'm going to be starting off with the E46 M3. Got to get that ball rolling, and then after that, I'll start including more episodes of that car, the Z31, and then we will be getting back to the Z32 RB swap. So that's how we're going to be starting off things in the new year. But I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. It is a wrap-up of everything that I've gone through in this past year. So new subscribers gives you an idea of what past events have unfolded and what to expect here in the new year. So if you're here to the channel for the first time, go ahead and subscribe. You will not be disappointed. But Happy New Year's, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and definitely see you guys on the next episode.